Liberalism is known as a political and social philosophy that promotes individual rights, civil liberties, democracy, and free enterprise. It is also known as a political and moral philosophy based on liberty, consent of the governed, and equality before the law. Conservatism is a political and social philosophy promoting traditional social institutions in the context of culture and civilization. It includes tradition, hierarchy, the authority as established in respective cultures, as well as property rights. It is also known as the holding of political views that favor free enterprise, private ownership, and socially traditional ideas. Liberalism was said to have begun during the Age of Enlightenment and grew in popularity because it rejected social and political norms of the time. John Locke is considered to be the founding father of liberalism, and it dates back to as far as the 17th century. Examples of liberalist movements are the Glorious Revolution of 1688, the Age of Enlightenment, the American Revolution, the pro-choice movement, Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ+ movements, and women's rights movements. Conservatism started to gain popularity in the late 18th century as a reaction to the French Revolution of 1789. The term conservative was introduced after 1815 by the Bourbon monarchy supporters in France, including diplomat François-Auguste René, and in 1830 by author John Wilson Croker. Examples of conservative movements are the pro-life movement, moral majority, and the Tea Party movement. Conservative goals are to improve the quality of life for everyone through a dynamic economy, which includes thriving businesses creating jobs, wealth, and opportunity. I believe that someone can have liberal and conservative beliefs. An example of someone having both beliefs would be them being pro-choice, but also favoring free enterprise. Personally, I agree more with the liberal views because I feel like what they stand for and what they represents equality for every person and their rights. Also, their views and movements don't hide the prolonged oppression that too many people have endured over the course of decades and centuries. In my opinion, I feel as though the US would be more successful with a liberal government because of recurring problems including oppression between race, gender, and sexuality would be handled the way that they needed to and would exist less. Even though it would be this way, there would still be people that would not agree with the liberal government and would fight for a more conservative government. I believe that liberals and conservatives can coexist in the government. There would just have to be some compromises, and I feel like both parties are too strong-willed for that to happen right now. Maybe if some of the recurring problems were fixed or stopped, both parties could coexist and there would be more peace and less rioting in the United States.